What's good, sneakerheads? Back here with another one. This one I've been waiting for since day one. I'm so happy that I finally got it. The prices kind of dropped a little bit. They're definitely going to shoot back up. So if you haven't copped a pair and you want it, do it now because those things are going to skyrocket in the next 6 or 8 months. When they first dropped, you were looking at like five-ish, 4 or 5 around there. Now you can get them for like $250, which is kind of what I paid for these. But I've been wanting them for a minute with all the other purchases and everything I've been making. It's been on the back burner, but I had it, so I might as well just jump on it. I bought the Galaxies, and then I saw these, and I was like, I might as well. So I just picked it up. So let's crack these things open. And because of what they are, I'm gonna use my old PlayStation 3 headset to open them. And shout out to StockX. I mean, this box looks immaculate. The last one for the Galaxies was a little So, yeah, I'm kind of happy that these of all of them didn't get crushed. So let's see what the box and everything looks like. Box looks good. That. All black box. It's got a little wear and tear on it. Nike Air Force One. Size 12. These are the Nike Air Force One low PlayStations. I've wanted these since like day one. I mean, everybody liked the original ones that that came out, back in 06. Everybody wanted those. They never actually had a public release of any of the PlayStation Air Force Ones. There we go, right there. Get that in there. So this is the first one that's actually been released to the public, and a lot of people aren't that big on the design of this sneaker, but I'm telling you right now, it may look plain, it's not. Like, this sneaker has a lot to offer. First off, it features a premium leather upper. All around, about 75% of the sneaker is premium leather. And, the leather, it's not like tumbled leather or anything like that, like you would get from like a Jordan 1 or basically any Jordan. This leather is kind of like a rubber coat leather, it feels like, but it's not. It's really hard to... if you ever see these, just touch them. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, about 75% of it is the premium leather. And then you have this little 25% right here in the back lateral quarter panel that's patent leather. And, it just makes it pop that much more. Like, it gives it that little bit of definition. And this is kind of an ode to the originals, the ones from 06s and stuff like that. And then Nike kind of adds PlayStation's sacred symbols into this first of its kind holographic jewel, and you can also see it on the heel with the PlayStation logo. This pair that I have in my hand has the sacred symbols as well. It's funny how they call it sacred symbols. So it's kind of worked in. But instead of it being a normal Air Force One jewel, it's like squishy, it really feels weird. It's like a jelly, a holographic jelly, and it's got that back into it. It just makes it pop, and that's the reason why they went with all black, just to make it pop. This sneaker was inspired by the PlayStation 4. So you have the, the matte and gloss finish from the console, which is what this is, matte and gloss black. And then when you power it on, you have the, opening welcome screen, which is blue. And it's got the little symbols and everything in there. So that kind of throws it all out You got an all black Air Force One tongue label with a 3-dimensional print on it. Makes it so good. All that sits on top of a white midsole where the air right here is whited out as well, and a milky white and semi-transparent outsole with the same PlayStation symbols. So that's what I'm talking about. This sneaker just... People said that they didn't like it originally because of how basic it was, but it really isn't, you know? And it also has, hidden premium bits like folded edges and metal anglets and the clear outsole. So there are little hidden Easter eggs in this sneaker, as you would say, hidden Easter eggs. And this sneaker came out not only to celebrate the 20-year PlayStation anniversary, but also the 35-year anniversary of the Air Force One. So I think they did a really good job of it. I mean, what else are they going to do? Are they going to release an exact copy of the ones that dropped, back in 06 and 09? I don't think so. They're going to have to change it up a little bit. And what better way than to, do it after the PlayStation 4? So they couldn't have done any better of a job with this, Now, this sneaker was originally released during E3 in Los Angeles, California, and it was dropped via a sneakers location kind of deal. And believe me, I was sitting there looking at it, and it took like a good 45 minutes to an hour to empty out the entire inventory. Because those sneaker location deals, a lot of people fake their location, and you'll see it disappear in like 20 seconds. Well, for this one, you had to have Bluetooth, so you actually had to be there. And they knew, they've seen the location things disappear before, like with the Kyrie cereal pack and stuff like that. Those disappeared super quick. But I can't lie and say that I didn't try to fake my location. I did, everybody did. But it didn't work. There were a bunch of people that were able to cop that weren't there just because they had, friends that were there that were able to pick it up and stuff like that. But, for everything that everybody had to go through, the fact that these are as cheap as they are is mind-blowing. And the only reason why the price went down is because they also released at the Sneakers pop-up in Atlanta, Georgia during the Super Bowl. So there were a lot of pairs that dropped there too, like a few thousand. So, at one point I couldn't even find my size in these. And when I copped these, there were only 2 other size 12s on StockX. And there were a few on GOAT. I can't remember how many I saw. But, yeah, so, I mean, the fact that there were so few, and online there was only 1 on eBay. So I went ahead and grabbed this because it's better now than never. There's a few pairs that I waited on that I can't even get now. The Goodwill Out Sauconys. The Black Friday... well, I can get a pair of that, but the Cyber Monday Jordan 31s, not the ones that released, but the original ones, the ones that had the stitched leather upper in the rear and suede on the top. I can't even find those in a 13 now, and I had seen them a year ago, but I can't find them anywhere now. The only person I know that might have one is Tom Stefaniak, I believe his name is, the Real Ray Ray on YouTube. He had a pair in a video a few years ago. So, hey man, if you see this, hit me up. I'll buy it from you. Or if anybody's got a 13 in that, hit me up. I'll buy it. Now, let's set this on foot real quick. As much as I don't want to un-DS these just yet, I got to see what they look like. So let's check that out real quick. Yeah, they look amazing on foot. They look like an all black, just premium. I'm not even gonna say it. They don't even look like an all black premium Air Force One. These things just hold. They break necks. I'm just gonna tell you that now. They break necks definitely. Like everybody wants this shoe. So go ahead and cop it while you can, because I see this thing in the next few years doing exactly like the original Air Forces or PlayStation Air Force Ones, and probably getting up to like 600-700. You know, because the stock numbers on these were extremely low. So now, like I said earlier, there have been two other, technically three, but we'll get into that. There's been two other PlayStation Air Force Ones. The first one dropped in 2006, and that one was limited to 150 pairs, and it was numbered. They had the number inside the sneaker of which one you're going to get and everything. It had an all black patent leather upper, with the exception of the quarter panel. The quarter panel, just like this one, was just regular leather. The whole sneaker was patent leather except for that back bit, and it was a gradient color shift. So that one was meant to do an ode to the PlayStation 3 or 2, 3. I'm pretty sure it was the 3. And or it might have been the 2 actually. I don't know. One of those. PlayStation 2 or 3. So it had the, console upper deal. And the power screen, when you turned it on, it had the XML kind of, welcome screen, which was that gradient color in the back with the PlayStation logo on it. And, it came with purple laces. It came with a Dubray. This one does not, and I wish it did. They should have kept it going with this. It had the blue outsole, and the insole of it was a PlayStation graphic. And those released for Sony execs, contest winners, friends and family. There was 150 pairs, so a few people got them. The next pair to release was in 2009. And the Sony executives that were probably a little bit salty that they weren't able to cop the 2006 ones went to Nike and had them remake the original. But this time it was complete patent leather. All of it, including that back bit. Those were limited to 50 pairs, strictly for Sony executives. Those were also unnumbered, and the insole had Nike Air printed on them. Same purple laces, same everything. It was just, a different Dubray, and it had full patent leather, including that back quarter panel. So same tongue, same outsole, same everything. It's really weird that you have less numbers of those, but they're not numbered at all. And the insole is just a regular Nike Air insole. It's kind of weird. Now, both of those sneakers were technically promo samples. So, they had different colored boxes. One was brown, the other one was like a gray color. And the sticker, the original 150 had FT, like the normal Nike promo sample stickers. And the other one had LALAM printed on the sticker. Not sure what it means, but, whatever. Here's the back of these sneakers real quick. Now the third one, fourth with this one included, the one that nobody has with the exception of like a few people, one or two people that had really good connections with Nike, was the original sample. The original sample was complete premium leather upper, black leather upper, had the same design on the back, had everything. It was just all premium leather. And it had red laces instead of purple. And the Dubray and, all that good stuff. If you want to, you can go check out Mayer, his sneaker collection, because he actually has a pair of those original samples. And then he has a pair of the all patent leather ones, which are the 50 count. I don't think he has the other one. So he has one that's like numbered out of 3 to 5. And then one that's numbered out of 50. That dude's got a pretty, rock solid collection if you want to go check that out. But yeah, that one was the very first one, and then eventually it was given over. And the PlayStation guys looked at it and tweaked a few things, gave it back to Nike. Nike tweaked a few things to make it 100% PlayStation, which the colors and everything, they went shiny instead of regular leather because of the console. It made it feel more PlayStation-esque. And the purple laces instead of red definitely gave it more of a PlayStation feel. So that's the design that they finalized. That's the one that came out. I wasn't I wasn't good enough to get one. A lot of people weren't. But if you got the money, you can probably pick one up. Very, very unlikely you're going to get it in your size, but if you got like a 9 or a 10, you could probably cop them somewhere. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to stay tuned for some B-roll and some photos of these things. Definitely go check them out. I highly recommend adding these to your collection while you still can for a good price. The quality is amazing. There's not one defect on this sneaker. So if you want a bit of Nike's quality, go ahead and go cop it while you still can for a good price. I mean, I paid like $60 above retail. Like, you cannot beat that. So go check it out. I might actually cop another pair if I can. So yeah, go check it out. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Turn on notification if you want to. You know, I got a lot of things coming, and this is one of them. But yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe, and have a good one. Peace.